Hello everyone, Josh first back again with some more epic stuff. Now today we're going to be talking more or less about the new Falconer Kluri nerf and if you guys should go ahead and consider recalling her. In the background I will be doing some of the all or nothing side story, just trying to finish that up. So just so you guys have something on your screen. But anyways, so a lot of people are on the fence if should they, obviously recall her or not. And I guess I can see from both sides of why you'd want to and why you wouldn't want to. So with her new nerfs, she's going to be kind of not so good in PvP, pretty much useless in PvP at this point. If you guys got a character like Charles, completely a clear, overall much better replacement in PvP. Even like a Ruzid or something like that would probably be better at this point, especially to change Ruzid. She just really lost a lot of what made her good in PvP, but she needed the nerf. I don't care how, mad or upset some people may be over it. Kluri needed that nerf. Now, I know some of you are going to be like, oh my god, but Angelica and DN, they still need nerf. For one, stop with the DN needs nerf crap. She's a limited character. She's never going to get nerfed. If they start nerfing limited characters, they're going to have to make the limited characters not limited anymore, which means they're going to have to be able to be in all the Covenant summons from here on out, which that is not the case yet. So DN is not going to get nerfed. So please stop messaging, Smilegate about it. Stop posting on Stove about it. Stop making Reddit memes about it. DN is not going to get nerfed until she's no longer considered a limited character. Please keep that in mind. Now, Angelica need a nerf. Now that is something that is a very, subjective conversation because there are plenty of counters for Angelica, but Angelica still remains very prominent within PvP, especially within the higher rankings, especially in Guild Wars. I can see definitely people complaining still about her, absolutely, but she's still a cash cow for Smilegate, so I highly doubt she's going to get hit anytime soon. I think instead of nerfing her, they might just power creep her with possibly a new idol character. Because remember, guys, they said that Tamarine was the first idol character to be introduced into Epic 7, which means there could be a possibility of 2 more idols at the very least coming. One could be for Ice, and one could be for Earth. So we might get our, variation of Tamarine for the other 2 natural elements as well, possibly, which would be pretty interesting, and maybe that's what they'll do to possibly power creep Angelica. I don't know. But yes, I do agree that Angelica is a little bit actually, she's way overpowered for a 4-star. But anyways, back on topic with Kluri. Now, Kluri no longer being good in PvP does not mean she's not still going to be viable in PvE. She will still have a place in a lot of your teams in PvE if you still need a reliable tank that can give you a lot of team utility and support. But that additional cooldown and the fact she's no longer going to get that 100% chance to basically get an additional turn will still hurt her even in PvE, but not nearly as much as PvP, obviously. So she will still find a home there. Now, for those of you who do want to recall her, there are some steps that you can take if you have not specialty changed Kluri yet to take advantage of this recall system. So what you want to do is try to get Falconer Kluri specialty change done before the maintenance. You could do it after because I believe the recall is going to last for like a week or 2. So you are going to have a little bit of time after the update to get this, to pull this method off. So you can use 4 fodder, 4 4-star fodder, make her a 5-star, get her to level 50, get her specialty change done, but don't recall her until you have her SSS devotion. Now, some of you may not be able to pull this off in time before the deadline to recall her, but if you already have her very close to SSS and you can do some summons, try to get her to SSS because this is what's going to happen. If you get her to SSS, you're going to get rewarded for that devotion reputation. Depending on where you are in devotion, you might be able to, reputation, you may be able to get some free bookmarks out of that, but nonetheless, it'll be going towards that cause. So after you've made her an SSS devotion, you got her specialty change complete, you then can go ahead and recall her, get all those dupes back because the devotion will be divided with all the dupes that you've put into her, just like previous recalls. So you'll be able to get all those dupes back. You will be able to then get your 4 4-star fodder that you fed into her back, or even for some of you, you may have made her a 6-star. You're going to be getting all those promotions back to make another unit a 6-star if you prefer. You're going to be getting all your runes back, awakening, anything that you put into her, including gold and stamina in the form of, I think, 3- and 4-star penguins. So you're going to be getting all of that work back. The only thing you're going to be losing out on, obviously, is time that it took you to do so, and, you know, the personal value that you had with that character is the only things you're going to be losing. But anyways, you're going to be getting all that back. Now what you can do then is feed all those dupes back into that Kluri, make her an SSS devotion yet again, and then possibly take advantage of that, being able to get that additional reputation reward for more bookmarks. So it's a very good method to be able to, you know, basically get 2 SSS devotions like that. You can do it the first time, recall her, do it again, and then at that point you can choose to make her Falconer Kluri again, because they did say if you did get her back to 50, her specialty change, if you've already completed it before the recall, she'll automatically go back to Falconer Kluri yet again without having to repeat the specialty change missions. So, and then at that point, you can decide if you want to keep investing into her just for a PvE unit, or just leave her as is, not do anything with her, or maybe even just use her as a, you know, to get some silver transmit stones and some gold out of it. Whatever you want to do, you can even use her as 3-star fodder. I don't really care at that point. So that's one cool little tip that you can use to take advantage of this new recall system. Well, it's not really new, but the recent recall system that we're going to be doing for Falconer Kluri. So you could take advantage of that for devotion reputation rewards, which is nice. Like I said, you're going to be getting all your stuff back, which you can use to invest into another character of your choosing, or whatever kind of thing that you want to do with her. Or you can just, if you already have invested into her heavily, and you want to get some of those reputation, or I'm sorry, if you want to get some of those rewards, but I can't talk today, guys. If you want to get some of those resources back, such as Molagoras that you may have invested into her, you may be able to recall her, build her back up in a different way, and go ahead and give some of those Molagoras to somebody else, or 6-star somebody else, and just leave her as a 5-star for now. You know, that you could put on your bench and build her again at a later date if you really need to build up another unit right now. So there's a lot of different things that you can do with Falconer Kluri's recall. It's not a bad thing to recall her. You can still recall her and make her useful depending on how much you've invested into her and what you actually need for your current team, you know, wherever you are progression-wise, especially in PvE. So, I mean, one thing that you could do, like I said, was recall her, take some of the resources, investment to another character, and maybe give her a little bit back to still make her usable. You know, I think Molagoras is probably going to be the biggest thing that you could take from her and give to someone else, and just maybe not give her any Molagoras right now, so she'll be like a 5-6-star possibly if you build her back up, but she won't have any Molagoras this time because you gave them someone else. I don't know. There's a lot of different things that you can do, especially considering Wednesday after the maintenance, we're going to be getting reimbursed a lot of Molagoras because of the amount that they're lowering, which is really, really good. I believe they're like cutting, what, 30% Molagora costs away from character development, which is very nice. Now we just need to get something in play here for fodder. I think we need to be able to just grab our fodder and feed the star levels into each other without having to max the fodder up, which means we will no longer need to run fodder in our teams, which would make a lot of things a lot faster to making 6-star promotions. I think they need to do something like that as well. But anyways, I mean, this was just a little video talking about what you could possibly do with Falconer Kluri, her recall. Should you do it? Do you want to do it? And is it worth doing? And I would say yes, it's 100% worth recalling because, like I said, you can get all your resources back, and then you can decide what you want to do with her from there. You can try to build her back up, but build her back up with a little bit less resources. You could take all of her resources and give them to somebody else. You could split the resources up amongst other characters that you need to work on possibly. You could use it as a way to get your devotion reputation up really quickly to get some quick bookmarks. You know, whatever you want to do, it's up to you as the player. You know, what you really need to do with her. But is it worth doing? Absolutely, 100%. You cannot lose in that regard because, like I said, you could always build a Ray back up at a later time. You do not need to retake the specialty change missions if you've already done so. So it's definitely worth taking advantage of the recall system when it is here because it does not come often because we don't get nerfs all that often. But on a personal note, I really would like Smilegate and Super Creative to stop nerfing characters and actually just buff other characters that are worth a damn to meet, kind of match them up. That way you have more of an equal ground here amongst a lot of different characters to make more characters useful, because these specialty changes are kind of where the free-to-plays are living and dying at the moment. Even if they don't have the stamina to fill out the skill tree, the specialty change itself could somewhat still be useful to a lot of these free-to-play players, and I can kind of see where some of them are very agitated with Smilegate's apparent approach to killing off the free-to-play player base right now with the way they're doing nerfs, and they're really pushing that 5-star or nothing agenda outside of course, Angelica. So we'll see what happens, but I would definitely like them to see them do more buffs, more balancing that way instead of just nerfing everything to the ground. But anyways, I'm going to leave you guys with that thought. Let me know what you think about all that in the comment section below. Were you going to recall Kluri? Are you going to try and build Kluri up to Falconer Kluri real quick so you can then do, some of the things I mentioned in the video? Did I help anybody out? Maybe they didn't think about the devotion reputation that you could do. Did you guys think that was pretty cool? Anyways, with all that said, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to let you guys all go for the day. Be sure to subscribe if you're new as always. Join us in the description below in our Discord so we can keep the conversation going before and after. And sorry if I'm trying to talk really fast. My throat hurts. But I'll catch you guys all on the next one. As always, have a great and awesome day wherever you are. Be sure to like the video if you did. Comment below as always. Until next time, peace.